What's good, my Lexi lovelies? I'm back at it again with another video. If you're new, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, we here, we locked in, y'all. So I'm here with another video, and it's a little different than the videos that I do on my channel, but if you check my community tab, then you would know that I am trying to take a different approach with things or whatever. So today I will be giving you guys 10 starter lock tips that you guys can, you know, listen to and take into consideration, I guess. And today is gonna be a good day because I got my matcha, so sorry. So you already know it's gonna be a good day, but I just wanted to give these tips or whatever. Yes, I'm only 5 months into my lock journey. I just made 5 months on the 13th of this month. I get a lot of comments on my locks and everything, so I just wanted to throw that out there. I know I'm not that far along into my journey, and there's still things that I learn as I go on, but I'm just gonna give the tips that I feel like helped me within these last 5 months. I will be doing like a 5-month update video or whatever, you know, my stages and where I went, because I did say I was gonna do like what did I say? I said I was gonna do updates and everything, but I kind of never did. I would just show you guys my styles when I would get in the videos. But yeah, and I'm here in my most natural state because this is how I look on a daily. My boyfriend made a comment the other day and he was all like, I wonder if your subscribers think that you're a girly girl or whatever. And he's like, because you always got your makeup done when you're in the videos. And I was just like, I mean, hey, but I do my makeup when I get on camera and stuff like that. Well, for content, now that I'm getting back with my content, that's why I'm doing my makeup and stuff. And then I decided to just hop on camera because my makeup is already done. So that's why my makeup is done most of the time. But throughout the week, I'm working and sleeping, and I look like this all the time. Occasionally I'll do my makeup if I'm going somewhere or whatever, but other than that, this is how I look. So I'm coming to y'all in my most natural state, but we just gonna get on into this video. Enough of me rambling because I do that a lot. But before we get into this video, make sure y'all like, y'all comment, y'all subscribe, turn on your post bell notifications so that you get notified every time I post a new video. And yeah, we just gonna get right on into it. I have them written down in my notes. Why not do this? Because I know when I was starting my locks, I had to do a lot of research and stuff, and there wasn't like, there were some videos on like tips and everything, but they were more of you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't do that, whatever, versus like what should I do. Like, you get a lot of people telling you what you shouldn't do instead of the right thing to do, I guess. So if I can help, I can help. I'm sorry, y'all. Matcha be so good. And I have my pumpkin loaf. I eat that together. I'm sorry, y'all. Why do I eat and try to talk? But that pumpkin loaf, do something for your girl. Okay, I was contemplating on getting locks for a while, and I always talked about it to my boyfriend or whatever, and he was like, just get them, just get them. For me, it wasn't really a spiritual thing. I know some people get locks for a more spiritual meaning, or you know, stuff like that. It wasn't more of a spiritual thing, but I just didn't want to do my hair no more. I was having too many issues with stylists flaking on me, taking my deposits, and not delivering the service. I was traveling all the way across town just to get my hair done, like an hour away, because nobody would do it out here where I'm at. It was just too much. And then I started doing my own hair a little while. I had like little mini tutorials and stuff that I was doing on TikTok. I was doing like my own hair for a while, and it was getting annoying. I kept telling him that I wanted to do it, and I procrastinated for so long, only because I felt like I didn't really experience with my hair. I went through like a phase. Before, I was always getting braids, box braids, feed-in braids or whatever. And it seemed like every time I would get a stylist that I was content with, they either stopped doing hair, or they switched over doing a different kind of service, or they were having those days where they were just like, okay, I'm gonna do good on this person's head because I like them, and then I'm gonna fuck up your head because I just don't feel, you know, like, I don't know if you guys are understanding what I'm saying, but they'll do shit like that where they pick and choose who they want to do good on, if that makes sense. Like, their work looks bomb as hell, but then they're only doing good work on their brand ambassador because they're trying to put out content, or they're only doing good work on this person because that person has a bigger following. You know, like, I wasn't feeling none of that. And if you're about your money, you're about your money, and you're gonna take the money and you're gonna deliver the service if you know that you can deliver it. Like, I don't feel like you should take people deposits and pick and choose. 2020, like towards the end of 2020, I started wearing my hair naturally. I wanted to start wearing my hair naturally. Nothing was really wrong with my hair. When I was in high school, my hair was like banging. I wish I still had pictures, but I took really good care of my hair. I always had it in sew-ins, and when I took it out, I was doing my bantu knots and stuff like that, wearing it around the school. But then I got self-conscious because around my senior year, my mom had did the sew-in, and I usually would take my hair out, get my bantu knots ready the night before school, and y'all, I fucking basically combed out the back of my head the wrong way from where the braid was starting, and it looked like I had what are those, an undercut, and that was right before my graduation. So I had to wear weaves and stuff like that just for this to grow back, because it looked like I got my hair cut. And then after that, I stopped caring about my hair. So I didn't wear my hair out. I always had it in braids. I always had it in some type of protective style. Towards the end of 2020, I started wearing my hair out and didn't realize how long my hair was. Like, I knew how long my hair was back then, but I didn't realize what my hair could look like if I just got a trim. So I started getting trims and silk presses every once in a while, and I liked how my hair was going. Then 2021, I decided that I wanted to cut my hair into a bob around my birthday time, cut it into a bob. Then the end of 2021, around Christmas time, I dyed my hair ginger. I never had my hair dyed. I had a perm when I was a little kid. I've never processed my hair, so that was like something new. And I told my boyfriend that I wanted to like experience with dye and stuff like that before I locked my hair up. I just wanted to experience with my hair and try different things before I locked it up, because I was scared that my hair wouldn't be versatile if I got locks, if that makes sense. So I was one of them that underestimated it. I dyed my hair ginger. I was liking it. It was all right. I didn't really do research on dye. I just hopped onto the trend of the ginger whole thing or whatever, you know, fall color, whatever, and didn't realize that dyeing your hair, it takes more work because your hair is dry. You got to make sure it's always moisturized and all that. So then I went through something 2022 around like March or whatever, I'm not gonna get into that or disclose that information, and decided to dye my hair red in April. Right after, dyed my hair red. So I was a redhead for a while, and then my hair started fading out and it started looking like this pukish pink color. Then fast forward towards the end of 2022, I dyed my hair jet black because I was like, I'm getting tired of this color. I just want to go back black. My hair was really a brown, but I was like, I'm gonna go back black. And plus, me and my boyfriend were gonna be doing a photo shoot. So I was like, okay, I'm making a promise to myself that after we do our shoot, I wanted my ponytail flipped. I don't know if you guys follow our YouTube channel or whatever, or follow me on Instagram, you will see our Christmas pictures, but I wanted that swoop bang with the Barbie ponytail or whatever. So I was like, I'm not gonna be able to do that if I have locks. So after we do our shoot, I swear I'm locking my hair up. So right after our shoot, that was in December, January, it was like the beginning of the year, 2023, and I decided to lock my hair. So now I'm here. Yeah, and I couldn't be happier. I'm not just saying that because I'm on YouTube or whatever, but if I tell y'all like the stuff I went through with my actual hair, I was not happy. I was always trying to cover it. I didn't feel good unless my hair was done, covered up or whatever. And now I'm going out looking like this, and people know that I like to change my hair a lot. I like to be cute, whatever. But now I'm like at that stage, I don't know, locks gave me like a different level of confidence, y'all. And I'm not even just capping or whatever. I'm being dead serious. Like, it made me realize how naturally pretty I am. And I don't know why I'm getting emotional. Oh my God, I'm getting emotional. Why? What the fuck? Oh my God. I'm gonna blame it on being a Cancer, y'all, because Cancers are crybabies. But it made me realize how pretty I was because, oh my God, I'm not gonna let y'all see me cry. Okay. But it made me feel good because it was like once I locked my hair, I was getting compliments before and everything, but with makeup on. And once I locked my hair, it like unlocked a new level of me, and it made me realize how good I look. I always downplay myself because of the things people would say about me, and now I feel like my most confident self. And I don't know why I just got emotional. I think I just started thinking about some stuff that used to happen, but yeah. And I don't know, my boyfriend tells me I'm pretty all the time no matter how I look, but I guess it took me to get to this point to realize the truth in it or whatever, because I didn't believe it, you know. So yeah, but yeah, now we're here and I feel good, and I don't really care what people say about how I look. And sometimes I do joke and I'll be like, oh, I look like a little boy or whatever, but that's all jokes. Like, I really don't give a damn, you know. And I always hear, oh, you need your hair done or you need a retwist, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Like, up yours, you know. Like, I don't care. I'm just, or maybe it's just my age or something. I'm 25, but I don't know. It's crazy how it took me to get here to feel good, you know. Like, before I had locks and stuff, I would be posing and doing all that, but I would only feel good when I had makeup on. Like, it would take a lot to get on here without makeup, or, you know, whatever. So yeah, I feel like I just did a lot of rambling about me. That's enough about me, but we're gonna get into these tips that I took on. So before getting my locks, I did a lot of research or whatever, and I would say, do not compare your locks to anybody else. You know, we get on social media, and social media, you got all these people and they have different type of hair textures. You can't compare your locks to other people. I hate that social media makes us feel like we have to look like this person, or we have to be like this person, or it's not gonna go right, or if my hair doesn't look like this, it's not gonna go right. Your hair is your hair. Do not compare your locks to other people. This person might have curly tips, but that's because of their hair texture. They might, I don't really know a lot about the 4B, 4C, 3A, whatever. I don't know nothing about that. I tried to look into that before just to see what type of hair texture I had. But when I was getting my hair pressed and everything before I locked my hair, I never knew that we have different type of hair textures all around our head. It's not just one type of pattern. So I could have like coarse here and then curly hair. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but do not compare your hair to others. I kind of knew how my hair would be locked because I played around. Before I locked my hair, I started doing like the natural styles, and I was doing twists on my hair, and I was doing like those little boho braids but with my real hair. So I kind of knew how it would look because they were giving like a feel that I did have locks. So yeah, do not compare yourself to others, because your journey is your journey, and I feel like it'll come out beautiful if you just believe in your own journey and not think that, okay, my locks are thin like this, why is this person's locks thick, or my locks are not curly and this person's locks are curly, because then you're not gonna wanna go on with your journey. And I see a lot of people do that, and I read a lot of comments on people's TikToks and stuff. This girl will have some pretty ass locks, and they'll be full, pretty, curly, whatever. And I'm saying curly a lot because I always see the ones with the curly, fluffy locks, and they're pretty as hell, don't get me wrong. But I see the girls in the comments and they're like, oh, my locks don't look like this, and you're at this month, but I'm at this month too, and my locks don't look like this, or I'm about to comb my locks out because they don't look like this. I get so tired of seeing those type of comments because I feel like you should not compare yourself to other people at all. Tip number 2, please go into your lock journey with an open mind. Meaning, you're gonna have days where you feel like your locks are just doing their thing, and then you're gonna have some days where your locks aren't cooperating with you at all. I feel like that's just with any hair, not just locks. So go into it with an open mind. Don't just assume that they're gonna look like something right when you go into it. Like, when I first started my lock journey, I just knew, because you know when they first do your starter locks, I don't know if you guys seen my start my lock journey video, but she did my hair on my naturally had blow dried hair. She put some foam on it so it curled up, but my hair shriveled like F. So it was so shrunk, but I kind of went into it already knowing that my hair would shrink up, just because when I add any type of water, gel, whatever, my hair tends to shrink up. So I kind of already knew what I was getting into. So just go into it with an open mind. Don't think that your hair is gonna just be long as hell right when you start, unless you start with long hair, but your locks are still gonna shrivel up. Just go into it with an open mind. That's all I gotta say. Tip number 3, do what works best for you. When I say this, I'm meaning like there are different type of locks. There are, I think it's freeforms, coils, 2-strand twists. They have micro locks. What else? Interlocking, I think. I don't know. I'm not a professional, okay? So if I'm saying the wrong thing, excuse me. I'm just going off of what I know. But do what works best for you. I started off with comb coils. You can go back and watch my starter lock vlog. But I started off with comb coils. As far as parting, like I said, do what works best for you. You may want triangle parts. You may want regular square parts. You may want big parts. You may want small parts. You may want parts that aren't straight. Or you want natural parting, which is just, I don't know if you guys have seen that parting. I know some people do it with like knotless braids and stuff, or soft locks. But yeah, you may want to do something like that. Like me, I knew that this would work best for me because I've had box braids. I've done my own twists, like my twist outs. I didn't have knotless braids or whatever, so I knew how big I wanted them. I wanted them like medium in a way, like not too small but not too big. I knew that's what I wanted for my hair, and I knew that if I were to ever start retwisting my own hair, I wouldn't have so much of a hassle doing my own hair. And I just felt like this frames my face more. I feel like it's full enough for me, so that's why I chose to start it this way. I wanted coil starters, so I did it like that. I know some people say 2-strand twist. They make your locks thicker, I think. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but yeah, I don't think anything's wrong with it or whatever, but I do like the route that I chose, but I chose it for me. I didn't say, okay, this person has comb coils and hers are medium, now I want those. No, I made my appointment. I went in and I basically told her how big I wanted them, and now I'm here, and I feel like they work very well for me. They're full enough for me. So yeah. So tip number 4, do your research and do not just follow the trend. I know you get on TikTok and Instagram and all that, you see all these reels and these TikToks about just starting my lock journey, 2-strand twist or whatever. Please do your research and figure out if this is something that you really want to do. I see a lot of people start it and then a month later they're combing their locks out just because, I mean, locks, you can always comb them out. I know before I used to always think, I'm not even gonna say I used to always think that the only way out of the lock journey is to cut them off, and I used to be like, okay, damn, if I lock my hair, I gotta cut my hair off and I'm gonna be bald, you know. That was my biggest fear. But there are ways to comb your locks out, but I know a lot of people get them because of the season and then they comb them right out. I feel like if you get locks, you should be dedicated, and that should just be something that you are gonna do, you know. So just do your research or whatever and find out if this is something that you really want to do, something that you really want to take a part in. Yeah, just do your research, y'all. Don't just follow these trends because these girls out here looking pretty with their locks and you want to look just like them. Just don't do it, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's not the way to go. There's not a way to start a good journey by thinking like that. And that goes back to don't compare your locks to others. Tip number 5, embrace your journey. Have patience and don't hide them. I mean, a lot of people hide their locks or whatever with wigs and you know, stuff like that, or they do like protective styles over their locks. I feel like, well, me, I'm speaking for me because I don't want nobody coming for me, but I feel like I like my locks the way that they are. If I'm gonna go into a journey, like I didn't want to get no, what they call them, lock extensions or whatever. I didn't want to skip the process. Basically, I wanted to watch my progression. So when I do this 5-month starter update, I'll show y'all where I was and where I am now, and I definitely see a difference. I like to watch transitions. That's why I got into makeup and stuff like that. I like to watch the beginning, the middle, the end. I like to see the final product, if that makes sense, but I'd rather go on this journey and watch my hair progress and watch my hair grow on its own versus skipping like a full process, if that makes sense. So you can hide your locks and do whatever you want to do, but like I found that, okay, when I started my locks, I think I paid $200, I believe. I don't remember or whatever. But when I started my locks, I already said, I explained to y'all that I was tired of people taking my deposits. I was tired of trying to get my hair done all the time. I didn't want to do my hair. So the way I look at it is, okay, locks are still a high maintenance, I believe, but it's very low maintenance at the same time versus going to get your hair braided all the time and paying and paying and paying. The way I look at it, I'm like, okay, if I get my locks and I chose that I wanted to start my lock journey so that I didn't have to do my hair as much, why would I go and pay another $300 to get a wig installed over it? Or why would I go and pay another $200 just to get some, what is it, Cuban hair wrapped over my locks to make my 2-strand twist longer when I have the 2-strand twist out? Like, I didn't want to do none of that. And I'm like, what is the point? Like, you're trying to, I feel like, I don't know. All I'm gonna say is embrace your journey. Yeah. It's gonna be a while. Like, I know when I first started, I was just like, oh my God, I'm still kind of in the soft lock stage. My hair is locking up and budding and stuff a lot. Like, my ends are very like that or whatever, but you know, I'm embracing every stage of my journey, and these are stages that I don't want to miss. Like, I look back at my pictures all the time and I'm like, damn, I was just here 4 months ago and now this is where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather you embrace your journey and have patience. Having locks taught me a lot of patience, and I've never had patience as much as I have it now. I used to be mad if my hair wasn't touching my freaking shoulders. Like, I used to be mad. I wanted to cover my hair all the time, and I feel like you shouldn't hide them. I feel like locks are a beautiful thing. There is no ugly stage. How people always say ugly stage, ugly stage, ugly stage. There is an ugly stage if you embed that into your brain. I don't think there's an ugly stage. I think all locks are beautiful, no matter how small they are, no matter how long they are. There is no ugly stage. So get that out of your head too. Just have patience, because locks aren't gonna lock overnight. They're not gonna be long overnight unless you found some miracle growth product. Please let me know if you do. And like, I'm only 5 months in and I'm happy where I am at my 5-month mark, is all I'm saying. I can't wait to see where I'm at in 1 year, honestly. So don't cover them with wigs just because you don't feel like your best self. I mean, do as you please. I'm not here to tell nobody what they need to do or how they should do it, but I feel like you are beautiful at all stages, and I feel like you should embrace that. So yeah. Tip number 6, moisturizing and keeping your hair hydrated. Yeah, locks are like a plant. I know I said that I wanted to get locks because I didn't feel like doing my hair. I still feel like you still need to tend to your locks. Whether you're getting a retwist, whether you're not getting a retwist, you still need to moisturize and hydrate. I had to learn that the hard way when I dyed my hair. My boyfriend was on me about that. Like, oil scalp, moisturize your hair, moisturize it. I used to be like, okay, well, I'm putting oil in it. He's like, oil is not a moisturizer. I had to learn that. And I learned that from my man, and he has a fade, but you know, I had to learn that our locks are like a plant. You want to water your plant so your plant can grow, right? So I oil my scalp 2 to 3 times a week, and then I mist my hair every day when I can, like when I feel like my locks are dry. I could show you guys the products that I use. I'll just insert a picture in here. So when I first started my locks, I had bought an oil from one of the ladies in the shop that was like next to the lady that was doing my hair, and she sold like a growth oil or some type of serum that she had. But you know those little serums, they run out so quick or whatever. But I bought one and I liked it. It had like lemongrass and like rosemary and stuff like that, and I know rosemary is really good for your hair. I ran out of that, and then I started using Jamaican black castor oil or whatever, and ran out of that. So it's like, find oils that work, but you don't want a thick heavy oil or like heavy products in your hair. I did get another oil. I asked my boyfriend's aunt what type of oils, because she's into like oils and all that, and she sent me an oil. It's like a growth serum or whatever, but it has like peppermint and I forgot what it has. I'll put it right here on the screen somewhere if I remember. But I ordered it from Amazon and it's been doing well. It makes my hair smell like peppermints. I don't know. I think it feels good on my hair. It's not heavy. It's very light or whatever. I just put a few drops on my scalp. I do this to my scalp, and then I mist my hair with the Free the Roots hydrating mist or whatever. I have the one in, I think it's Sensitive Rose or something. That one can be used for kids and adults, so I found that that works best for me, only because I know my skin and stuff is very sensitive, and I was just like, I don't want to be putting heavy products. I think they have like a lavender and a lemon one or whatever. I wanted to try the lavender, but I got the Sensitive Rose because if it's used for kids, then that means that it's not too harsh on your head, if that makes sense. So I've been using that, and I mist my hair every day in the morning, or like say if I feel like I'm about to go somewhere and it doesn't leave my hair like drenched, I literally mist it. I'll put a I don't have the product sitting next to me, so I'll put it up on here. I'll mist my hair and I go about my day, and I do that every single day. But as far as oil, I oil my scalp 2 to 3 times a week. So yeah, just make sure you're doing that. You can make a rose water mist yourself or whatever. I thought about doing that. I just haven't picked up no roses or whatever. So yeah, and I'll probably make a video if I decide to make my own rose water spray or my rose water tea. I think that's what they call it. But yeah, I'm just learning new things. I've been without a retwist for like a month and a half right now, so I just been keeping my scalp oiled and my locks hydrated. So yeah, and I promise your hair is gonna love that. Tip number 7, how often to get retwists or styles, and how long to keep the styles in. So y'all, I'm still only 5 months in, so I'm just gonna tell y'all what I do. Okay, so when I first started my lock journey, or before I was about to start, I was asking around. I had an old friend. I was asking her how often she got her retwist. Mind you, she had just got her hair twisted. So I asked her, and she's like, oh, I've been like almost 3 to 4 months without a retwist or whatever. And then I asked the lady at my job, but she's already in her mature stage, so I think she waits like 2 to 3 months as well. But I had asked the lady that does my hair, and I was like, how often do you think I should get retwist? Because I've had a lot of people tell me to wait 2 to 3 months. She was like, I think you should come every month, because I don't want your hair getting matted or sticking together, because that can happen. You're still in the soft stage, which makes sense, and your hair is not gonna get messed up. I used to be scared thinking that my hair was gonna be looking like it was falling off the bone when I got locks, because I was like, okay, I'm the type of person that like to keep my hair done, and if I go get my hair done and my roots are thinning or my edges is getting pulled back, then it's gonna be a problem, you know. But it hasn't been that. I literally get my hair styled every time I get a retwist, and that's every month. So like, I started January 13th, and each month on the 13th I would hit a month, but I would wait like a week or 2 after I hit a month, and then I'll go get my hair locked. So it always falls into me getting my hair retwisted that next month, if that makes sense, like almost at the beginning of the month later. So yeah, the styles that I've been getting, sometimes she does updos, or sometimes she does like I'm going back or something like that. But I literally keep my styles in for at least 2 weeks, and then I take them out, because I feel like that keeps your retwist fresh. I know you can get retwist and just leave them free out like that, but I don't feel like the your retwist lasts when it's like that. So I always get some type of style when I get my hair retwisted, because I find that it looks like fresh for a while, and then after 2 weeks I'll take the style out, and then I just let it be like this, and I just go on like this or whatever. But that's just me. I done seen a whole bunch of TikToks and people blaming it on getting your hair retwisted and styled every month. Makes your hair fall out. Whole time, like I watched this one girl, she freaking bleached her hair, permed her hair, and then dyed it, and then said that she wanted her locks to be curly, and then her hair started like falling off the bone, and then she blamed it on styling her hair every month, or she's like, this is something that people don't tell you about locks, your hair can start thinning and blah blah blah. I feel like your hair will start thinning if you don't take care of it. Nothing has happened to my hair within the 5 months of getting my hair retwisted or anything, and every time I go get my hair done, she tells me to keep doing what I'm doing. Whatever I'm doing is working, and to keep doing it, because all I do is oil my scalp and hydrate it, and I get my hair washed when I go to my appointment. I don't do anything. I'll probably get in the shower with my hair out, and I let the steam hit my hair, because I don't know, I just like the way my hair feels when it does that. But that's what I do, and I think I told her about that video too, and she was like, everybody knows, even the people who don't do hair knows not to put no perm and no bleach on at the same time, first of all. But people always try to make other people weary of the lock journey because of them fucking up their hair. So yeah, I don't think getting retwist and a style every month is gonna damage your hair. And it's been 5 months and my hair is doing fine. My edges are still here. I don't think anything's wrong. This is my scalp. Yeah, so honestly, that goes into do what works best for you. If you want to get your hair retwisted every 2 weeks, that's on you, but I don't think that it's healthy. So I don't get my hair retwisted until the 24th of this month, and I made it that way because my birthday is on the 27th, y'all. But I would have got my hair retwisted at the beginning of June, but I was like, okay, my birthday, I don't want to get my hair retwisted within the same month, if that makes sense. Like, I try to plan it out a certain way, and if it's too long or I feel like I'm going too long without it, I will hit my loctician up and ask her if she think it's okay. Because I asked her, I was like, if I wait until the end of June knowing that I need to come get a retwist now, am I gonna be doing anything wrong? She said, you should be fine, you take care of your hair really good, so you'll be okay. So here I am. I've been without a retwist for like a month and a half, almost 2. So yeah, tip number 8, hair wraps and the nervous fidgeting, protecting your crown and stuff like that. So I just started wearing head wraps. I don't know if you guys seen my last video or like my TikToks and stuff. I didn't really care for them, but at the same time, I started caring for them a little bit, because sometimes I do feel like, okay, my hair is looking a little bit crazy, or I want to look like I did something today, or I look like I rolled out of the bed looking, you know, whatever. So hair wraps. I followed this girl and she said you can go to like Joann's or Hobby Lobby. So I went to Hobby Lobby and I got some fabric, and I only paid, I think, how much did I pay? $9 for 2. And I got them both cut into a yard. But you can go pick out your own type of fabric and the patterns that you want versus paying $20 for a head wrap on Amazon for one that may not even be long enough for you. But yeah, I think satin works better for our hair, so look for the material, because they have different type of materials. I think they had like a poly satin section or whatever, so I got a black one in that. And then in the colorful one that you guys see me wearing, it was like more of a like a stretchy cotton type, and I don't think that's bad either, but I think I like that one more. Even though satin works good, I like that one more because it had more stretch to it. The poly satin had some stretch, but it was too thick, and when I would wrap it, it slides back on my head all the time. So I think I'm gonna go back and get some more or whatever. But yeah, go do that. If you guys didn't know, you can go to Hobby Lobby or Joann's and get your wraps like that for our girlies with the locks, because I know a lot of people don't know about that, but I'm putting y'all on if y'all didn't know, because I got put on, so I'm putting y'all on. So yeah, I want to talk about the nervous fidgeting. A lot of us don't talk about how much we touch our hair. We touch our hair a lot throughout the day and we don't realize it. I tend to do this a lot when I'm at work. I'm always doing this, and I do that when I'm nervous or I get excited. I don't know, I always call it like an ADHD thing. I don't want to speak for everybody, but I do that a lot. And when I used to have like box braids and stuff, I used to pull my edges out of the braids. I don't know why, and I do this all the time. This one I touch the most. I don't know if it looks like I do, but I'm always doing this. Like, I can be talking to somebody, and if I'm irritated or I'm getting anxious or I'm nervous about something, I do this. I'm usually a nail biter, but I've been trying not to bite my nails because I'm getting my nails done as well next week for my birthday. But when I get nervous, I bite my nails. I get nervous, I touch my hair, or I'm doing this, or I'm always like, I'm just always doing it. And I don't want to say it's a bad thing to touch your hair all the time, but at the same time, it is. I don't know. But nobody talks about that or whatever, and I feel like head wraps can help with that. That way you're not always doing this. It helped me a little bit. I think I wore the head wrap a couple times out and I wasn't touching my hair. I wasn't even focused on my hair, but like when my hair is out, I'm always like this. That's why I get my hair styled when I get my retwist, because I'm not touching it. Like, it's just up out my way and I'm good. But the hair wraps can help with the nervous fidgeting. And also, I want to say protect your crown. I will be doing a video on that because I have some things to say. But protecting your crown from negative energy, just like outside energy. A lot of people, a lot of people have negative energy, or some of them don't like us and act like they do. And just protect your energy. If you're not in a good mood, or you going out in public and you feel like your hair is just, I just went into a daze. Hold on. Some people don't have the best intent, or they want to touch our hair and stuff like that. And I feel like hands and everything, they hold like a lot of energy. And say I could be thinking something about, oh, I wish your hair fell out or something, and then I go and touch your hair. Now I done put some bad juju, or some bad, not even juju, some bad energy on you because I touched your hair. But I'm not saying that, I'm just using an example. Protect your crown, y'all. Hair wraps are not just for you to look your best because your hair isn't done. They're protecting your crown. They're helping with things that you can't help, basically. Wear bonnets. I wear bonnets while I'm in the house. Sometimes I go out in public with my bonnet, a little $4 bonnet I got from Target, and I go to Starbucks with my bonnet on. They be like, girl, I like your bonnet. Like, I'm like, oh, it's just a pink little bonnet, you know, a little cheap bonnet. But wear your bonnets around the house. It also helps with not getting lint onto your locks, you know, from your covers or pillows, whatever. You know, that can help a lot with you wrapping your hair and stuff like that. Yeah, wear your bonnet around your house, you know, just wrap your hair up when you need it. And make sure you're wrapping your hair while you asleep. Use like a satin scarf. Me, I have the satin bonnet and I just put that right on. Sometimes when I know it's time for me to oil my hair, I oil my hair and put my cap right on, like, and just like that. But yeah. Tip number 9. Take photos when your hair is washed if you feel like you aren't seeing progress. I got this from somebody on Instagram. It was like from somebody, I can't even think of the person's name. I always try to give credit, but I don't remember where I got it from. Anyways, I learned that tip and I started doing that and I started seeing progress. Like, I feel like sometimes you could take pictures of your hair like in its natural state like this, and then you'll take pictures the next 2 months and then you feel like it still looks the same. But that did help, because I was looking at it like, what the hell is me taking my pictures of my hair wet gonna fucking do for me? But when you do that, you can see how long your hair is, because your hair is like weighed down, if that makes sense. So like, I did it just to test it out, and I did it I think on my 3-month and my 4-month. On my 3-month I did it and it was like a little bit short. It was like right when I was about to get set under the dryer, and then I did it again at my 4-month mark, and I was like, damn, I really see a difference. Like, my hair looked like it was longer. So if you have a problem with not seeing progress, just take a picture of your hair while it's wet and just keep track of that, and I'll promise you you'll see the progress if you're worried about seeing the progress. Tip number 10. This is the last tip, y'all. Breakage, rubber bands, beads, seashells, whatever. I'm still in the starter lock phase. I did put like the, what are they, Cory shells? Is that what you call them? I don't know. I think that's what you call them. Those shells and stuff like that. I put them on my ends. I think when I was in my, I think it was my 2-month mark. I put them on my hair. My hair is still very soft at that time. And I only wore them for like a week maybe before I took them out. But that's just me being scared of my hair locking and forming into that. Because like, you see my ends, right? So if I put a Cory shell or something in a rubber band like this, when I take that out, my ends are very like skinny, and I don't want my ends like that. So that's just me. But I know I see like some comments of people saying not to put beads on your hair while you're still in the starter lock stage. Like, wait till you get in the more mature stage. You could dress your hair up with jewelry and stuff, but don't keep them on for months at a time, because I know some people do. Don't keep, like, you can wear the shells and stuff like that. I'm not saying not to wear them, but just do not keep them on for months at a time, because your hair can't break off. And I did see one video of this girl saying that she wished she would have known not to keep the beads on her hair, because her ends broke off just from them being dry, basically. And she was getting her hair retwisted with them in her hair. Like, she was just wearing them like it was just an accessory to wear. You could take them out, but the rubber bands tend to break off your hair. Rubber bands break off your hair when your hair isn't locked. So just imagine having a rubber band on your locks and your locks are dry as hell. So just try to avoid that in your starter lock stage or whatever, because your hair is still trying to mature. So you don't want your hair broken off before you even get into the mature stage. And also, when I say breakage, do not style your hair. I should have said this in a retwisted style. Do not style your hair while it's dry. Always try to mist your hair. Like, even if I do like a quick little style, like when I had the 2 buns in my story time, I misted my hair and oiled my scalp and moisturized it before I put it in those 2 buns, because you do not want to style your hair while it's dry, because that tends to cause breakage as well. But yeah, y'all, there were my 10 starter lock tips. I really hope that I can help anybody who is still in their journey or starting their locks and they want like some starter lock tips from somebody who's still kind of starting. But yeah, I feel like I just wanted to put in what I felt. And yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video.
Just a mirror.